Hey guys, Smiling Reviewer here, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I love letting you guys know about movies I've seen, but I thought why not get ahead of the game and let you guys know about movies coming out soon that you might be interested in. So this is going to be a new series of mine called the Smiling Release Radar that I may do every month depending on how well these videos are received as well as how much content I have to talk about. I know we're already a little bit into June, but man, we have got a pretty good month of content and I've segmented each part of this video, so if you're not interested in whatever movie or show I'm talking about, you can easily skip to the next showcase for this month until you find something that vibes with you. Starting off, we have The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It on June 3rd, which is the newest horror movie coming from the Conjuring universe, and this one continues the story of paranormal experts Ed and Lorraine Warren, played by the amazing Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, as they get pulled in to investigate the famous real-life Devil Made Me Do It court case from 1981, in which a man on trial for murder makes the insistent claim that the devil made him do it. I'm a bit apprehensive about this movie because despite loving the first two Conjuring films, James Wan, who directed them, unfortunately is not back for the third, but it's rather directed by Michael Chavis, who did 2019's The Curse of La Llorona, a horror film that I didn't catch but received less than favorable reviews. However, a reason this series is so good is because of Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. So I have no doubt that even if the story or the scares aren't as good in this film, those two will still be fantastic. Next up on June 9th, we have the premiere of the new Disney Plus show, Loki, the newest of shows from the Marvel Cinematic Universe following the fantastic WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Spoilers if you haven't watched Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, but some of you might have remembered Loki gets strangled to death by Thanos in Infinity War, so how does he have a show? Well, that Loki that you saw die is definitely dead. This Loki, however, is the one you saw in Avengers Endgame, when our team time traveled into the past to the first Avengers movie to get the Tesseract, but they accidentally lose it and Loki gets his hands on it and teleports away. But that movie never explained where that Loki went. Well, that's why we have this show. It picks up where we left off from that Loki, and this show seems to be about that Loki working with a new organization called the TVA, or Time Variation Authority, to travel through various points of time to fix up the timeline. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a really wacky and wild ride, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and it also stars Owen Wilson, which is a big plus in my books. After that, we have one that I have been extremely excited for a while now, and this might also cause many eyes to roll, but we're finally getting Fast and Furious 9 on June 17th. And this one is about Vin Diesel's Dominic Toretto having to face his long-lost brother, played by none other than John Cena, which is just already hilarious. I love it, and I love this franchise. I know a lot of people dislike it, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Everyone has their own taste. One man's trash is another man's treasure. But I just love how much they embrace the absurdity of this series, even if they definitely leave the realm of believability. I mean, we go to the movies sometimes to see things we normally wouldn't see or could even imagine, right? I love it when any movie can go against audience expectations, even if it's because the audience didn't expect to see something that dumb on screen. I just can't wait to watch this on the big screen with the boys and just collectively turn our brains off and shove our faces with popcorn as we watch Vin Diesel defy every law of physics while grunting about family. And then on the same day, we have Pixar's newest film, Luca, premiering on Disney Plus, which is a coming-of-age story set in a beautiful seaside town on the Italian Riviera about a young boy named Luca having adventures with his friends, but is hiding the fact that he's actually a sea creature from another world below the water's surface. This is a Pixar movie, so we already know at the very least this is going to be a treat for our eyes, but I also think the setting is just going to be really magical. All I could think of when watching the trailer for this for some reason was that this movie basically looks like Pixar's version of 2017's Call Me By Your Name, which was an incredible movie that was also a coming-of-age story that followed a young boy set in Italy, but who is hiding his sexual orientation, whereas in Luca, the young boy is hiding the fact that he's a sea creature. Yeah, so who knows how the movie will go, but I thought those parallels were kind of funny, and I'm really excited for it. Another very exciting one for me is Rick and Morty Season 5, starting to air on June 20th. I absolutely love Rick and Morty and how creative, ridiculous, and hilarious each of the episodes are, and I really don't think there's a show like it at the moment. So whenever new episodes get released, I'm always so excited because I can't be the only one who's rewatched the entire series numerous times. And then towards the end of the month, we're getting In the Heights on June 24th, a new musical film directed by John M. Chu, who did Crazy Rich Asians, and also based on the stage musical of the same name by Lin-Manuel Miranda, who's also starring in this, who did the absolutely iconic Broadway musical Hamilton. The movie tells the story of a New York City bodega owner who saves his money in hopes for a better life. I'm not too familiar with the stage musical for this one, but from the trailers, the movie looks like it has a lot of energy, culture, and fun in it, and it looks like it's going to be a very easy movie for people to fall in love with. And then lastly, on the same day as Into the Heights, we have The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard on June 24th, a sequel to 2017's The Hitman's Bodyguard with returning main cast Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson, and Selma Hayek. I loved the first installment to this movie. It was basically just what I expected. Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds, Samuel L. Jackson being Samuel L. Jackson, and you know what? It was great. Definitely not a revolutionary movie that's going to change cinema by any means, but they're fun to watch play off each other in between some actually pretty decent action scenes, so I'm assuming the sequel will be more of the same, which isn't necessarily a terrible thing in my opinion. But that's all we have for the June releases that I'm most excited for. If there were any good ones there that I might have missed, definitely let me know in the comments below, but pretty solid lineup if I'm honest. It seems like this could be a very popcorn-filled month with this group of movies, but that depends on how much longer we're still in lockdown if you're down here in Melbourne as well. But if we are, at least we have Loki and Luca coming out on Disney Plus at home, and if those aren't interesting to you, well, you're always welcome to come here and watch my reviews. Thanks for watching though, guys. I enjoyed making this for you guys, and I hope you found something to look forward to. Don't forget to like the video if you did, and subscribe for more content, but I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.